Hello, Armando. How's it going? Doing all right. How are you? Something to watch, yeah. Yeah. I'm not as entertaining as Cup Cars on Dirt, I know that, but hey, it's better than nothing, right? I mean, that's all I got to say. Better than nothing. What's up, Caleb? How you doing? NASCAR stop motion and more. Hope you guys are doing good. I know today was not what we expected. We really wanted to see some cars racing on the dirt today. We were going to have the truck qualifying races, the heat races, and then we were going to have the cup qualifying heat races. Then we were going to have the truck race, but of course, every anticipated weekend in NASCAR in the past couple of years just gets delayed by weather. It's unfortunate. The last two Daytona 500s, Bristol Dirt race. I guarantee you all the new tracks will have rain delays. Circuit of the Americas, well, the road courses will have thunderstorms, so they can't. So Circuit of the Americas, Road America, Indy Road Course, at this rate, might as well bet on it, right? Anyways, they got one lap in today of the truck heat races and mud. They all got mudded and you couldn't see through the windshields. But, yeah, what are you gonna do? Anyways, back to the thingy. Watch it. The comments. Yeah, the comments. Hope you are to. How long are you gonna be on here? I don't know. Hour or so, maybe a little bit longer, maybe shorter. I'd guess that around an hour. That's what I normally do if I'm not like watching something. Like tomorrow morning, if you didn't see my post, what do they call it? The thing, not where you post videos, but where you post pictures, you post little, it's like tweeting, but for YouTube, the community posts, those. If you didn't see that, I will be doing another live stream in the morning. Right now I'm planning on, unless something like pops up, I should be doing it. The Formula One race, Formula One starts tomorrow. I'm going to do that. I stopped doing it last year just because, I was like, what are people getting out of it? I'm just sitting here like this and just talking. But, I figured something out. I got this fancy technology thing on my computer that can show you, I can pull up the leaderboard on my screen and then I can be down in the corner and I can talk so you can see the live leaderboard, know what's happening without me having to go every lap going, here's the leaderboard. I can show you that. I can tell you stuff. And, here we are. That'll be tomorrow morning. I think the race is at 9 a.m. Central Time, so yeah. All the crown jewels and highest viewed races, yeah, except for Indianapolis. I cannot remember a time. Okay, I take that back. 2018, with the exception of 2018, I cannot remember a time the Brickyard 400 had weather issues. The Coca-Cola 600, rain. Daytona 500, rain. Southern 500, it's hit or miss. Like last year, there was no rain. 2019, there was rain. 2018, 2017, 2016, 2015, I don't remember any rain. 2014, I don't remember rain. So maybe that was just one-off instance. But 2 of the 4, they always got hit. And the Bristol night race never gets rained out. It's only the spring race. Think about it. This year's spring race is going to get rained out. Like, even if it doesn't rain tomorrow, a lot of people, from what I'm reading, are pessimistic about tomorrow. They don't think the track's going to be ready, the dirt. They think it's still going to be muddy or the surface won't be ready. So, 2021, last year was in June, so that doesn't count. 2019 was delayed, I believe. 2018, 2016, 2015. A lot of the Bristol spring races get delayed because of rain. It's where it is on the schedule and the weather just don't work out. I think they should move it to a late spring, early summer race and put Sonoma on the front of the schedule, because Sonoma in the spring is beautiful. It's got green grass rather than the dirt. I think that's just my opinion, but whatever. Let's see. Hello, Austin. How you doing? Yeah, it's been a while. Who's my F1 driver? Great question. I haven't picked. I like the majority of the field. There's 20 guys. I like the majority of them. There's a couple I have there. Okay, there's one I have issues with. I'm not gonna go into it because it's controversy, and it's off the track controversy. I don't like off the track controversy. Anyways, I like the majority of the field. Last year, I liked everyone in the field for the most part. But, Daniel Kvyat, he's not in the car this year. He's a reserve driver. Darn. He was my guy last year, but he's a reserve guy now. But I really like Daniel Ricciardo. He's a Texas fan, I think, from what I picked up on. And he's also hilarious. Every single interview I've seen him in, he's smiling, laughing, making a joke. I like Lando Norris, so I like McLaren's probably my favorite team because I like their drivers. I don't know. I've watched Formula One Drive to Survive, and McLaren seems like they've got some fun times going on over there. I do like Lewis Hamilton, Valtteri Bottas, Max Verstappen. They win a lot, but I don't hate them. I like them. I think they're pretty cool guys. Yeah, I saw one of the comments pop up there. I'm looking at like old comments on here and then things as they pop up over on my camera phone thing. But yeah, Mick Schumacher, that's a cool story, obviously. Charles, is it Leclerc or Leclerc? I don't know, but we'll call him Chuck. Good old Chuck, who drives for Ferrari. He seems cool. I like Carlos Sainz. Let's see. Fernando Alonso, he's back. That's a big storyline going into the season, I think. Fernando Alonso's coming back. And so many teams like switch their cars and switch their team names and stuff. Like Racing Point became Aston Martin, and they went from a pink car to a green car. Renault went to what's it called? Alpine or something, and now they went from a black and yellow car to a toothpaste colored car, like red and blue. I had toothpaste there. It's pretty convenient. And then who else? Haas completely changed their car up. They got some Russian sponsors, so now they have like the Russian flag on the side of their car. Who else changed up looks? Mercedes looks the same. Red Bull looks the same. AlphaTauri switched it up a bit, but they still look the same for the most part. I'm forgetting a team that changed up like their look. Obviously, drivers got moved around, like Sergio Perez. He's over at Red Bull now. Sebastian Vettel left Ferrari. Alpine. Oh, sorry about that. Oops. Let's see. Okay, back to comments. I'm getting way off track. We'll talk about the Formula One stuff in the morning. If you keep asking questions, I'll answer them here, but I will talk about a lot tomorrow morning if we do that live stream. Look at the community post and look at my Twitter to keep updates on that, basically. Anyways, back to this. Last year's Brickyard race had a lightning delay, but no weather issues at Indy. I don't remember that. Last year's Brickyard 400 was pretty forgettable, so I'm not surprised I forgot that. The only thing I remember is that Matt Kenseth almost won in the 42 car because that is literally the only highlight of his season last year. I feel awful for everyone at the track. Yeah, I know. It's such a historic event, and it's going to be freaking rain delayed. It sucks. Build a roof like over stadium. Dude, I swear, every time I do a live stream when there's a rain delay, this comment always comes up. I don't know if it's always you, Austin, but someone always brings it up. Hello, David. I see your comment under this stadium, like the roof over things. Hello, David. I hope you're having a great day. Anyways, back to that. Dude, we talk about this every time, and the thing is, I would love it. I wish it could happen. It's too expensive, and you die of toxins. Like you can't punch holes in the roof because then the water would get through. I mean, it's just so complicated. It's so much money. It's so complicated. The science. There's just too many complications with the science and you don't want to die of toxins and radiation. Like what's more dangerous? Putting a dome on top of 40 cars and running them for laps and laps, or going into Chernobyl Reactor 4? I mean, obviously, Chernobyl Reactor 4 is pretty dangerous. It's got a bunch of radiation, nuclear radiation there. But still, what's it called? Carbon monoxide poisoning? I think that's what it is with the cars. I think that's what it is. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. But, that's deadly too. It's still deadly. So you'd have to figure out, A, who's got the money, the billions of dollars to build a roof over a half-mile, mile and a half, even 2-mile racetrack. And then 2, how are you going to let all the toxins and fumes get out, basically? Anyways, once again, hello, David. Imagine getting sponsored by a whole country. That would be cool, But the bad part of it is that you got to be political, which I don't like politics, so that would be the only downside. Anyways, I remember the 2 4-wide passes for the lead at Indy. I don't remember that. Sorry. I just don't. Yes, I agree. A roof, yeah, man, I'm telling you, it's just too complicated. I don't say it every time. I can't make it to every stream. Yeah, I know. I don't know if it's you, but I'm just saying that every time, like a rain delay, like when Texas last year, I did a live stream during that rain delay, one of the days. I can't remember which one. And someone in the comments was like, just put a roof over Texas. I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah, I think that comes up every rain delay. I think it's going to come up for every rain delay in the future, so you're not alone. But yeah, out of all the tracks, Bristol would be, yeah, it's the shortest. It's already got grandstands all the way up there. Slap a roof on that baby. I don't know. You're right. It's carbon monoxide. Yeah, unfortunate. You like Bristol Dirt? I tell you what, I watched the first practice session yesterday, and the best part about it is that the drivers were driving. Like, you know, with this 550 package, they just floor it, turn. You know, obviously there's more to it. It's more difficult than just me saying I'm going out to drive 50 miles an hour. They're still going really fast, but, you know, we used to watch these guys. They would try to hook the line. They'd have to turn right because they're getting loose and stuff. They get tight. They got to pull the wheel more. But, you know, these days there's just not as much driving. And to see drivers, like, in the car, like, going like this, like, every 5 seconds they're in the turn, you know, that's pretty dang cool to me. And it was cool to hear drivers afterwards saying, like, that's the most fun they've had driving in a long time. Like, Kevin Harvick said that. Who else? Some other drivers said that. I can't remember which drivers, but Kevin Harvick was one because he did not want to go to this race. He hated this idea, but after the practice session in the trucks, he's like, that was pretty cool. I really enjoyed it. So that's my thoughts on that. Fun fact, Hendrick is only 4 wins away for tying Petty Enterprises. Yes, that is true. I know. I need them to win out so I can have a chance of seeing it at Talladega in person. But if not, then we'll just go. If I go to COTA, then that'll be an opportunity. But basically, I really want to be there when it happens, and I have some good opportunities for that to happen in the near future, so that would be cool. Make it like the Raiders Stadium with it open on the side. I got nothing. I mean, I think I've burned out my brain talking about that subject. Where did my water go? There it went. Yeah, I don't know what else to say on that topic. I think I discussed everything I wanted to there. Okay. 3 wins away from tying, 4 from passing Petty Enterprises. Okay. So if they win the next 4 races, I'll be there for the pass, when they pass them. Yeah. My bad, got them confused. Turn Dega into a night race. I love that idea, but I've been to Talladega during the day. Some of the people there do not need to be driving during the day after a race. Some of the people there would not need to be driving at night after the race. So I am a no on the Talladega night race because of the fans. There are some crazy fans at Talladega. I love the passion. I love the excitement. But some people have too much to drink, and it shows, and it can be very dangerous. So, no. Just no. That is the only reason why. It would be a super fun race. It would look really cool to see Talladega with lights, but the fans would be a bit crazy. So, I'm a no on that. Okay. Make sure to leave a like on the stream. Helps me out a ton. Thank you. I hate when I do this too. NASCAR fans blame NASCAR for the low horsepower when Chevy, Ford, Toyota says they want low horsepower. Yeah, it's such a complicated situation because in order for these manufacturers, they got to make an agreement with NASCAR. NASCAR has to make agreements with the TVs. The TVs have to make the agreements with their network heads, and it's a lot of going one way with something one way with another. I don't know. There's a lot of complications. Who picked Bristol Dirt to win tomorrow? I have as good a guess of you. You could probably guess it. I could probably guess it. Someone who's never watched NASCAR could look at the entry list, pick a random name, and they might guess it. Because honestly, I have no idea who's going to be good tomorrow or Monday or whenever this race happens. I have no idea who's going to be bad. I have no idea what's going to happen. Kyle Larson, he's the favorite. He's supposed to start on the pole, but he has to drop to the rear because he had to change an engine. I don't know if he's going to be able to pass people. I don't know if he's going to get involved in a stupid wreck. I have a hot take. I think that there will be like a record number of cars like damaged or taken out of the race tomorrow. I mean, I think it's going to be a crap fest. I really do. I think there's going to be a ton of crashes, tons of cars hitting the wall, which, yeah, it's fun, but after a while it gets kind of old, you know. But, so, I mean, I would have picked Larson if he was like on the pole. Plus, there's no live pit stops, so you can't lose position on pit road unless people stay out, which no one will because there's like 3 or 4 pit stop opportunities, and that's the only possible way to get tires and fuel. So basically everyone's going to pit. So there's no way people will stay. The only people I see staying out is if they're running like 38th all day long and they say, this is my opportunity, and they go up. But I mean, heck, the leaders get wrecked by lap cars at regular Bristol. Just imagine trying to lap someone on dirt when you're on the first dirt race in cup cars in 50 years. You're not even safe in the lead. I mean, seriously. Dude, it's going to be crazy. It might be the craziest race in NASCAR history. I don't know. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm really excited for it. But, dude, I am concerned that this will turn into a crash fest. But obviously, if it's a crash fest, there will be a point where there are just not enough cars to crash or to, just, I don't know. It could be a stupid race. It could be a really entertaining race. I have no idea. Anyways, my playoff predictions, back to the original question, which is who's my pick to win. I got way off topic there. My playoff prediction thing over there got busted on the first week of the year when Michael McDowell won the Daytona 500. I did not have Michael McDowell in my playoffs, and I'm sure none of you did unless you're a Michael McDowell fan. So let's just ruin my playoff bracket thing a little bit more. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., he's got some dirt background. He's run dirt cars recently. Sure, let's give it to him. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. gets himself a win. There. And are you excited? Are you happy? If you like Ricky Stenhouse, you're probably thrilled that he has a shot to win. If you hate Ricky Stenhouse, you're probably mad that he has a chance to win. But you know what? Ricky Stenhouse, I don't know. This is the week to, if you're a NASCAR fan, like, this is the week to make your hottest takes. Like, to have your hottest takes, to make your boldest predictions. This week is the week to do it because you don't know what's going to happen. We go to new tracks. We're going to Nashville this year. We're going to Circuit of the Americas. But those are pavement tracks. They're road courses, which certain guys excel on road courses. And at Nashville, certain guys are going to excel there and certain teams are going to excel there because it's still like 1.25 miles. So we know who's going to be good there. For this, it's dirt. We haven't run on dirt in 50 years. That is more than double my lifetime. And I don't know. I don't know who's going to be good. I don't know who's going to be bad. No one does. And in fact, you could guess whatever you want. If you wanted to say only one car is going to finish this race without damage, go ahead and predict that. This is the week to do it. If you're going to predict that every single car in the field except the leader is going to get lapped, this is the week to do it because, dang it, it could happen. So, in conclusion, if you're going to have a hot take, this is the week to do it, which is why I've already given 2 hot takes, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. winning and a record number of cars with damage this week. I'm going to go with my 3rd hot take. I think that, I don't know if this is a stat, like if they keep track of this stuff, but the record number of cars hitting a wall, not just crashes, but, scraping the wall, hitting the wall and having to pit, that kind of thing, I think we're going to have a record number of that too. I think that we have 250 laps, at least 50 to 100 of those will be under caution because the competition cautions and crashes. Sure, if that's a kept stat, yeah, that'll be a record. Most cars hitting the wall. Back to the comments because I am behind. I've seen them popping up, guys. I am not ignoring you. I try to read every single comment I can, so I will go back. I remember seeing Hendrick's 200th win. To that point, I was a Jimmy fan. After that win, I became a Hendrick fan, mainly a Jimmy fan. Yeah, it should have been Gordon at Martinsville, but Clinton Boyer messed that up. Add banking at Auto Club and make it a super speedway. Armando, that is smart. I was just thinking the other day, what if instead of adding another short track or road course, they added another super speedway? NASCAR fans love Daytona and Talladega, but they're special because they're the only super speedways. I'm not saying we need 10 super speedway races a year. That would kind of be unfair if we're being honest, but maybe just one track with one race. That'd be kind of cool, I guess. Put it in, I don't know where to put it in the schedule, but sure, why not? Let's get crazy. We got cars on dirt. We're going to 7 road courses a year. We might be doing a street course now at Chicago. Let's do a figure 8 track like Tony Stewart said. Have you seen the outline for the Chicago street race track? It literally is like a figure 8, but there's a little gap in the middle. I'm saying you just go straight. Let's do a figure 8. And Tony Stewart's idea, let's crash as many cars as possible. Let's cost these team owners so much money. It's not even funny. As a Jimmy fan, was Kyle Larson fast? I was not able to see practice. Yeah, he was top 5 speed in first practice. I don't know about second practice. 39 cars around concrete Bristol is chaos as is. Yep, that was probably in the middle of my rant about cars crashing. I'd rather it be a crash fest than just an average race. Oh, this will not be an average race. I don't think it matters what happens. This will not be an average race. Like, the only way on my scale of 1 to 10 I see it being under an 8 is if it's a crash fest. Other than that, I expect it to be an 8 or above. Just because we don't know what's going on and something stupid's going to happen. We're all going to be like, oh my gosh, what just happened? And it's going to be like really entertaining. Not enough cars to wreck. 2019 Clash would like to disagree. Well, only 20 cars started that race, I think, and 6 of them survived, 3 of them without damage. So that is half the field. Double that, get those same results, and sure, I'll give you that case. Kyle Larson, how you doing? Good luck tomorrow. I know it's not actually you, Kyle Larson. And Kyle Larson, if you are actually watching this, like, dude, what's up? Congratulations on the win at Las Vegas. Like, what's up, dude? Also, tell Jeff Gordon I said hi, please. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. He's your boss and all, in case you forgot. So far, I got 4 drivers that I had in the playoffs already lock in. Yeah, same. My thing's all the way over there. I'm not going to get it. But Truex and Blaney, I definitely had in. Byron, I had in, but I had him as a bubble guy. Larson, I had in. I didn't have McDowell. I had Bell in, but I didn't have him in on a win. So there's 5. I got 5 guys locked in. Obviously, if we get more than 16 winners, then that could bust my playoff bracket, but whatever. Okay, back to the comments. Leave a like, people. That would really help me out a ton. Thank you. Also, water. Drink water. Free advertisement for water. It's hydrating. It's really good. Hydration. It's really, really good for you. Or water's really good for you because of hydration. You get my point. Is Kyle Busch out of his prime? Austin, that is a tremendous question. He just won a championship 2 years ago, so I want to say no. But Jimmy Johnson won a championship in 2016, and he went winless in 2018. So, to that, I'm going to say, I don't know. I need more time to see. More time to see what happens with Kyle Busch's career. I need more time this year. He had really good speed at Las Vegas. I didn't watch Atlanta, so I don't know what happened to him there. That's about all I can remember for Kyle Busch this year. So give it some more time. That's what I'm going to say right now. I think we're pulling the trigger on is Kyle Busch over too soon. Just give it some more time. Okay. I am all over the place. Hot take, the leader gets lapped by the record trucks. Huh? See, this is the week to have that hot take. So, Austin, go for it. Let's go Kyle Larson. Yeah, Larson's a really good driver, and he drives for Hendrick. Cool. No matter what happens, we will get a fantastic race win. Oh, I didn't even think about that. NASCAR stop motion and more. I like your thinking. Stop diecast. Yeah. I like it. Dude, I love diecast. I don't have the money for them, but dude, I love them. Is Kyle Busch out of his prime? I just read that. Wow. I think it scrolled straight to the bottom. Hello, Meme Racer. Oh, crap. I forgot about the NCAA tournament. Oral Roberts. I saw they were up at half by like 7 or 8. Are they up? Okay. Oh, dang it. Oral Roberts is down by 4 to Arkansas with 3.5 minutes left. Dang it, Oral Roberts. Dang it. No! In one of my really messed up brackets, it's like in one of my friends' groups, I had my Elite Eight had Gonzaga, UCLA, Oregon State, Syracuse, and Arkansas. Dude, Oregon State made it, and I might win this friend's like bracket group now if Syracuse can make it or UCLA. Like that might just lock it up. It was like that messed up bracket that you just put a bunch of double-digit seeds in the Final Four. Like my Final Four was Gonzaga, UCLA, Oregon State, and North Texas, and I had Gonzaga beating North Texas in the finals. Dude, if I win that bracket, I'm gonna call him and I'm gonna let him know, man, that group was really, really bad at picking their bracket this year, and I just memed it. Anyways, if this is the real Kyle Larson, get Hendrick to open an ARCA team so they can dominate. Okay. I'd presume overheating. I think overheating was a problem in practice. They put some things in front of the grill so that it wouldn't like overheat the radiator and stuff. But that's a good point. I didn't think about that. What is Alex Bowman's best shot of winning this year? What track is on the verge of being shut down? That's where Alex Bowman has the best shot at winning. So dude, if he wins at Bristol Dirt, we'll never have a Bristol Dirt race again. He won at Chicago. Chicago is no more. He won at Auto Club. Auto Club's it's still going to be there, but it's no longer the 2-mile track. So he's going to win at Bristol Dirt. What's a track we might get rid of? He didn't win on the Indianapolis Oval, so that's a weird anomaly. Anyways, I think Kansas. He's always good at Kansas. I think he's got a good shot there. Michigan. He's been decent at Michigan in the past. He's got a shot there. And where else has he been good? Dover. He had a good run at Dover a couple of years ago. I think Dover, he's got a good shot. And last year he was good at Darlington, so let's give him a shot at Darlington too. Kyle may just have a Bobby Labonte 2004 season. I wasn't a fan then. I just know that Gordon should have won the title then. So I couldn't tell you. Hot take, Elliott has a major down year compared to last year, only winning 2 races, so eliminated in the round of 12. Larson wins 3-6. Yeah, I could see that happening. Elliott is like, right now, like, he's had speed, but he's had some kind of bad luck. And then, like, sometimes they end up, like, being really good the first half, sucking in the second half, like Homestead. But, like, Las Vegas, they were really good, and they got some dumb side skirt damage from some weird thing. I don't remember. And then they ended up spinning, and they finished, like, 18th or something. Other than that, it's just been, like, hit or miss. But, yeah, and then as for Larson, Larson's literally had winning speed every week. Daytona, he was in the top 5 till he wrecked and still finished top 10. I can see you guys in the comments talking about the Oral Roberts game. I don't have it on my TV. I got it on ESPN over here. They're down by 1 with 1:21 seconds. Oral Roberts, nice. How many points they have? Nice. Anyways, back to this. What was I talking about? My brain is all over the place right now. Oh, where was I? Oh, yeah. Elliott. As for Larson, he said winning speed every week. I just talked about the Daytona 500. Daytona road course, he was going to win that race if he didn't go into the tire barriers. He had the best tires. He had like 1 lap fresh tires. He was the fastest car in terms of like pace. Third week, what was that? Las Vegas, I guess. And he won that. Dominated. He could have won Phoenix if he didn't, speed on pit road 3 times. And then Atlanta, he would have won if he didn't choke. Yeah. Is that all the races we've run this year? I think so. Daytona was the only one I would say he wouldn't have a shot at winning because, he was 5th until that crash. And he would have needed the other 4 guys in front of him to crash because he was still a little bit off Austin Dillon, Chase Elliott, Michael McDowell, and whoever was 4th, Hamlin. So, yeah. Okay. I don't care what anyone says. If Logano does not block Kyle Larson with dirty air, we would have one of them. Atlanta finishes. I don't know. I can't tell you. I have a theory about Kyle Busch. I believe from 2013 to 2018, he was the number 1 at Gibbs. I believe it is now given to Hamlin as he is towards the end of his career. Not a bad take because during that time, Hamlin was not very winning. 2013, that was the year he was injured, so that was an off year. 2014, they made it to the championship, but they only had 1 win. 2015, they had a couple wins. 2016 was the year they won the Daytona 500. 2017, they only had 1 or 2 wins. And then 2018, they were winless. And then after that, they've gone off. 2019, they had 8 wins or something. 2020, they had 7 wins. So that's potential. And then Kyle Busch is going the other way. My computer's like, it's like hot. It's like making a bunch of noise. Anyways, back to this. Kyle, I had him winning 7 times in a title. I had you winning 4, which was the 3rd most wins. I don't know why I had to say this. Yes, I saw your comment on Larson being fast in practice. Tied. I'm behind. Okay, hold on. I'm so behind on comments. I'm like the game. They're down by 2 points with 3 seconds left. Do they have the ball? Why are the Thunder winning? We're freaking tanking. Why are we winning? It's the first quarter, so whatever. Oh, Arkansas just made a go-ahead jumper with 3 seconds left. No! Arkansas, you piggies. That's not an insult because their mascot is literally a type of pig. It's a razorback, okay? Before you people try to cancel me. Oh, man. Is it just me or are the Loudon races the worst I've ever seen? Last year's was good. 2019's was awful. No, 2018's. One of them was really bad, but it wasn't last year. Chase gets screwed so many times since 2019. Coke 600. They shot themselves in the foot for the Coke 600, so. Las Vegas, Bristol, Darlington. Yeah, he really could have had 10 wins last year if he didn't shoot himself in the foot and then get wrecked or weird cautions. But he still won the championship, so cool. Oh yeah, Homestead. I always forget about Homestead. Yeah, Larson said they were off at Homestead and they still were 3rd all day. So that's kind of scary. Alex Bowman should have won Texas last year. Oh, so he could get Texas. As someone who loves Texas Motor Speedway because I grew up going there, please no. Please no. I don't think Larson choked. I just think the tires screwed him. Plus, even if he didn't win, he's showing that he might be the best right now, him or Hamlin. Celtics beat the Bucks. Wasn't that 3 days ago? Hot take, Eric Jones tied car is the best looking. No. Yeah, that's a hot take. But I said hot takes this week in terms of Bristol Dirt, not paint schemes. Haha. Who's your favorite race car driver, if you don't mind me asking? My all-time favorite is Jeff Gordon. I have his Hall of Fame hat up there, Hall of Fame shirt over there, and back at home I have a ton of other die-cast and other memorabilia, including a towel from when I attended his 800th start at Watkins Glen. Big Jeff Gordon fan. Really want him to come back for like one race. What else? Currently, I would say Chase Elliott's probably my favorite because he took over Gordon's car. But I like all the Hendrick drivers. Hendrick Motorsports, Jeff Gordon, he's a co-owner. Oral Roberts lost? No. Man, at least I picked Arkansas in that bracket I have with my friends, so you got to find the positive in it, I guess. Let's see. The racing at Texas isn't even that bad. Too much. Yeah, like last summer the race was really good. For new Texas standards, last summer's race was really good. Oral lost. What a tragic day. What a tragic evening in America. Sad. Very sad. Larson wins the Las Vegas, both Bristol races. Darlington, one of Michigan. Dover, maybe the Roval because he's been good there. Yeah, I disagree. That's a lot of races, so I guess I'm wrong. Off topic, how's your semester going? It's a semester. I don't know. Test. Lots of assignments and projects and stuff. It's a normal semester. I got like a test and a project due on the same day next week. That sucks, but I can't control that. I wish I could, but I can't. Darn. Dude, I wish Baylor lost to Villanova. That would have been hilarious. Well, darn. Oral Roberts, what a run, though. They were a 15 seed and they made the Sweet 16. That's still pretty cool. Let me pull up my bracket in my friends group. Yeah. Let's go. Let's see. The bracket, I gotta look up the leaderboard. My group. Alright, back to comments real quick. Screw the bracket. Dude, my bracket got screwed like in the second game because I had Ohio State in my championship game, losing to Gonzaga. So, let's see. I'm 160 points behind the leader in this group, but I have 300 more points available than him. And then two guys behind me have like 200 more points than me, but they are 30 points behind. And I know for a fact, like, some of the teams they had in aren't going to win. My favorite race car driver now, Chase Elliott, my former Richard Petty. That's cool. Yeah, Richard Petty. That's a good pick. He won a lot of races. Not sure if you knew that, Richard Petty fan, but he won a lot of races. Kyle Busch will prove everyone wrong and win 6 races. Who are your top 5 drivers based on pure talent? Good question. I'm not going to give an order because that's a lot. I'm going to go Kyle Larson's in there. Kyle Larson and Kyle Busch are both in that list of active drivers. We're talking active drivers. Larson and Busch, the two Kyles, they're in there. Harvick. We'll give Harvick a spot. So that's 3. Man, that's tough. That's a really tough call. I'll get back to you on that. I hate Summer Texas last year. Jimmy's last chance at yeah, I was right in front of that too. Jimmy just lost it. Like, he was literally went from like 21st He went from 21st to like 6th in the matter of like 8 laps. And then all of a sudden, he just decided to wreck himself. Where is that thing? Yeah, I'm looking for that hat. Oh, there it is. Here's the Jeff Gordon Hall of Fame hat I was talking about earlier. Pretty cool. Gordon, 4-time champion. Neat, huh? Yeah. Okay. Denny, you got Denny, Chase. Look over there. Oy, man. This chair is really uncomfortable. It's a dorm chair. Let's see. Oops. Sorry about that. We're talking about active drivers. Austin, to your question, we're talking about active drivers. Hot take, this year is the start of Harvick's decline. Only wins 1 to 2 races. Doesn't make the round of 12. Stewart-Haas becomes 2017, 2019. Stewart-Haas as a whole is kind of bad right now. They've been bad since 2019. Harvick's been carrying them. I see Harvick carrying them. Everyone's panicking about Harvick, but he's still got like 4 top 10s this year. Everyone's acting like he had that one bad race at Vegas and everyone's panicking. He's still good. He's still running top 10. Even if he doesn't win, he's still going to make the playoffs on points. People need to calm down on Harvick right now. Kevin Harvick is only graded the 1.5 mile and 1 mile track sometimes. He won a road course race 3 years ago at Sonoma. No, 4 years ago at Sonoma. He won at Bristol last year, Dover last year. I'll give you Martinsville. He sucks at Martinsville. It doesn't matter what car he's in. It doesn't matter what team it is. He is awful at Martinsville. He's got like 1 win there. Other than that, he's been awful at Martinsville. Going through the tracks, he wasn't good at Texas until like 4 years ago. Kansas, he's always been good at. Chicago, everywhere. He's good everywhere except Martinsville, basically. Unrelated, but where did you get the Cheetos shirt? Got it for Christmas, so I don't know where. Yes, a great Christmas gift from my parents. I really enjoy it. I really like it. Someone pointed it out today. They're like, hey, I like your Cheetos shirt, and I also like Cheetos. I was like, hey, I like Cheetos too. What are the odds? I mean, obviously I wouldn't wear the shirt if I didn't like Cheetos. It's kind of like it's free advertisement for Cheetos. I should be getting paid to buy Cheetos right now. Not really. But Cheetos, if you're watching this, I doubt you are, but if you're watching this, hey, I would love to make a deal with you. I will eat Cheetos on camera all day, every day, because I love you. Cheetos. The chips, or whatever they're called. I love Cheetos. This man just said Ryan Blaney is better than Larson by talent. Dude, who won the race last week? Who passed who? Duh. I'm waiting for the comment. I'm waiting for Kyle Larson's comment on that. I'm waiting for your comment. I'm not going to say anything until you respond to me talking about that race last week. Ryan Blaney passed Kyle Larson for the win, which basically locked up that Ryan Blaney's a better driver all time than Kyle Larson. Yeah. You don't know. You don't know what to say because Ryan Blaney's better than Kyle Larson. It's fact now. It's fact. What are you going to do? Kyle Larson, that's what I say. NASCAR. Oh, yeah, Harvick's also awful at super speedways, yeah. He hasn't won there in like 10 years at Talladega or Daytona. He's awful. He always gets in a wreck. I can't remember the last time he finished a super speedway race, to be honest with you. Got to go. Have a night. You too, NASCAR Stop Motion and more. Thank you for tuning in. It really means a lot. I hope you have a great night too. Blaney is great at super speedways. Yes, he is the most underrated super speedway racer. He's got 2 wins, multiple top 5s, inches away from winning the Daytona 500. Led a ton of laps. I mean, he's an underrated super speedway guy. Rick Hendrick take out Martinsville. I don't know what that means. You're going to have to put some more words in to explain that. No comment. I got nothing for that last one. Nothing. I'd say Blaney is better at road courses than Larson because, you know, he's got to win. Larson's been in position to win road courses multiple times and he's messed it up. So, gonna give that one to Blaney. I'll give Larson intermediates and short tracks, with the exception of Martinsville. Larson's awful at Martinsville. Blaney's really good at Martinsville. You guys have been asking some good questions tonight. It's been fun. It's been a really fun 47 minutes. I've really enjoyed it. We've gone on a range of emotions here. We went from really mad, I can't even remember what I was mad about, to really happy about something. And somewhere in between. Normal. I don't know. Normal. If that's a thing, normal. I was feeling normal for a bit. Let's see. Dude, I can't believe Oral Roberts lost. No! The best school in Oklahoma. No! The final game is at 8:55 tonight. That will be Syracuse against Houston. I have Syracuse winning in that bracket with my friend, and my friend's a Houston fan. So, like, if Syracuse wins, that's like a double punch to him. Decent is not arguably the best super speedway racer in the world. I don't know what you're trying to say there, Austin, but okay. Sad. Sad about what? About the basketball game. Yeah, rip Oral Roberts. Oof. Hendrick Motorsports car, Takeoff King, Martinsville all win. David, I still don't know what you're saying there. If someone knows what that means, you got to explain it to me better. Hendrick Motorsports car, Takeoff King, Martinsville all win. I've got no idea what you're trying to say there. Road courses, Kyle. Yeah, dude, didn't he qualify for like 4 straight poles at Sonoma? Either way, Larson is better than Blaney because that, okay. Blaney has led a decent amount of laps at road courses. Larson has 2. Blaney's like won stages and he's ran up front most of the race. He's got top 5s. He's got to win. I think he's better at road courses. And that's one race. The Roval 2018, that's one race. That's probably the only race. Other than that, Larson has not been great at road courses. Except 2016 Watkins Glen. He was like 4th coming to the line, and then he got wrecked and finished like 20th. Other than that, he's been pretty mediocre at road courses, I would say. Well, isn't NASCAR like the only motorsport who runs super speedway? So, like, I know for a fact Formula One does not run a super speedway. I know for a fact IndyCar doesn't run a super speedway. So yeah, sure. I think Hamlin's the best one, best active super speedway racer, and then Blaney's in my top 3, I would say. Noah Gragson to win Memeville, aka Martinsville. He is saying Richard Petty's team has the most wins ever at Martinsville, and Hendrick can overtake them on that list. Oh. Thank you, Austin, for explaining what... Who was that? Man, who was that? What David was saying. I was really confused there. Is Hendrick Motorsports back? I would say so. They just came off a championship, had 8 wins last year. Sure. Larson has Chip Ganassi isn't the best equipment. Now he is arguably the best equipment. We'll have to see. I agree with you. Blaney beat him at Atlanta. William Byron would have won Sonoma a few years back. Yeah, I hate stage. I like stages because they award consistency with points. I personally miss awarding points for leading laps and leading the most laps. I do miss that. But yeah, stage cautions should not be a thing at super speedways and road courses. They just kill all momentum. I mean, like, especially at road courses. They should not be a thing at road courses. No. It ruins any type of strategy. Byron would have won that race, I agree, in 2019. I remember that. Because he started on pole and he opened like an 8-second lead or something. He was insane. Hendrick is looking good this season. They are looking good this season. If Larson had top-tier equipment all his career, he'd arguably have 15-plus career wins and maybe even a championship. Who knows? We can say that all we want, but we'll never know. What if the chase didn't exist? Would Gordon be a 7-time champion? I mean, I certainly think Gordon would be a 7-time champion if the chase didn't exist, but here we are, and he's a 4-time champion. Unfortunate. Jeff Gordon, greatest driver of all time. You can't tell me otherwise. Alex Bowman, the Track Slayer. Other series, race at Daytona, Oval, and Dega. Ganassi gets equipment from Hendrick. Just remember that. Kyle Larson, I'm saying Kyle Larson is all-time greater, better than Ryan, but more talented in NASCAR right now. I'd have to say Ryan Blaney. Okay. I will give Larson this. Larson has done something Blaney hasn't done, and that's win multiple races in a season. Blaney disappoints me every year since he's moved to Penske. With the exception of 2018, I'll give him 2018. But after that, I was like, he's going to win multiple races a year. We are now in year 3 after that, and he is still yet to do it. Obviously, it's early in the season. That could change. But Blaney, get yourself some more wins this year, or I'm going to be... If Atlanta's your only win this year, I'm going to be so disappointed. I really like Ryan Blaney. I want him to win 50 races in a championship, but... He's got to win more than one a year, because I don't think he'll be in Cup for 50 years. Okay, back to the comments. I also like that the people in the comments on these live streams have a level head. If you go to literally any other comments on live streams, people lose their minds. People say like the stupidest stuff, and they say like the most absurd things, and they'll say something not just controversial, but like over the line, and it's like, I don't want to have to deal with that. So thank you to everyone in the comment section on my channel and like the live stream comments as well for having a level head. Thank you. It really means a lot. I hate having to like remove comments because they're just like too far. There are certain topics that it's like you kind of just... it's tough, but just thank you. Okay. Stuart Haas driving not good. Yeah, Stuart Haas is pretty bad right now as a whole. Harvick's still decent. He's still getting top 10s, but Briscoe's been bad. Custer's had some good runs, but he's had some bad luck. He's gotten in some crashes and some tires blown late in the race when he should have finished top 5. And then Almirola. Almirola's been awful this year. Consistency plays a big part in talent. Larson's been very consistent so far this year. Blaney, not really. Blaney had a bad first couple of weeks. After that, I would say he's been pretty good. He had top 10 speed at, what's that track called? What's it called? Phoenix. top 10 speed there. And then last week at Atlanta, he was top 3 and he won. Kyle, how was your tires at Daytona? The stupidest stuff? Yes, the stupidest stuff. At the road course, hey Nick, you are lucky to meet your hero, Jeffrey. So technically I didn't meet him. Technically, he didn't answer my question. But I was still a part of the Zoom and I got to hear a lot of really cool stories. That was still really cool. I hadn't heard a lot of those stories before, like the Formula One story. I had never heard that he almost drove a Formula One car. He told some stories about like Jimmy Johnson's wedding when he like had to get stitches or something because he was breakdancing on a table and it like he got like a cut on his forehead and it like messed up the wedding pictures or something. And then he told some old like dirt stories and stuff. That was really cool. I've got a bunch of it on my phone's right there. Bunch of it on my phone. But I would love to meet Jeff Gordon in person. Like get a picture or then like sit down and talk to him. That would be the coolest experience ever, in my opinion. I have to say this. Don't think, for example, 2018 Kyle Busch would be the Winston Cup because they would have raced differently. For all we know, Jeff still 4, Kevin 1, Dale, Carl 0. Yeah, Gordon, I mean, if you look at it, you can say they raced differently, but Gordon in 2007 and 2014 would have had such a big lead going into the final 10 races that it would not have mattered. It would not have mattered what happened in the second half or those last 10 races. Gordon would have had to basically DNF every race, and everyone at the second place would have to win out or win at least 5 races to catch up to him. He had like a 3-race lead going into the final 10 races in 2014 and 2007 in terms of the Winston Cup points. 2004, I think, was closer, so I think you can make an argument for that, but he still would have won it if it was Winston Cup style in 2004. I want to meet Dale Jr. That would be an interesting conversation. That would be a fun one. How many active drivers are in the top 50 grades? At least 2 with Harvick and Kyle Busch. Yeah, I'll get back to you on that. I actually got to meet Gordon at 2015 Texas. That's really cool. Dang. I wish I got to meet him during his driving career. I would love to meet him overall, obviously, but to meet him during his racing career, that'd be cool too. But I really want to meet him. That'd be really cool. That's an understatement. It would be one of the coolest moments ever in the history of life. Yeah. Junior should have won the 2004 championship. He DNF'd at Atlanta and Martinsville. I mean, yeah, I know Junior was in contention for that 2004 title, but from what I've read and what I've looked up, I think Gordon was the best car that year. But if we had the Winston Cup format, he could have had a 98 season in 07. I'm talking about Johnson. Well, Jimmy won more races in 2007, but Gordon was more consistent. Like, I think Jimmy had a good amount of DNFs or something. Gordon had like a freaking 30 top 5s or top 10s or something. And Jimmy only had like 20, which that would have been the gap in the Winston Cup, why Gordon was so much better. So I know Jimmy won like 11 races that year, but Gordon won 7, I think. Yeah. Gordon's 98 season might be like the best NASCAR season of all time. Other than like those Richard Petty seasons where he won like 25 races, like they were like, that's still impressive and all, but there was like 60 races in a season, and you know the rules were completely different. Those are still really impressive and rank up there in the most impressive seasons of all time. But Jeff Gordon won 13 races in the modern era in one season against guys like Dale Earnhardt, Rusty Wallace. Who else was in that field? Bobby Labonte, Terry Labonte, a lot of other good drivers. Junior lost 04 for saying it don't matter, mean poop. Daddy won here 10 times. Yeah, that's pretty stupid. I can't believe they fined and like, okay, fine. Yeah, I guess I can understand because it's TV and they got all their TV rules. But docking points for saying that, that's a little too far. People have said much worse on TV. Trust me. Dale Jr. No. What do you think? What do you think made NASCAR decide to not use... Okay, it's because they couldn't draw the choose V in the actual dirt. They couldn't draw it, so they said, we're not going to do it. A little weird to me. I was like, you could just, before the race, do something, but whatever. Their call. Petty won 40 races in 1967. Holy moly. That is a fifth of his career wins right there in one season. That's pretty dang impressive. How many races were that season, just out of curiosity? Let's do a fun game. It's like stat, bench, cut, but it's give one... start, bench, cut. Okay. Sorry, reading is difficult sometimes. But it's give one driver your best equipment, the other mediocre, and cut one from the team right now. Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott, Joey Logano. I'm gonna start Joey Logano. I'm gonna bench Chase Elliott. I'm gonna cut Kyle Larson. That could change. That could very well change in the next year or so. But Logano and Elliott have championships, which is a big factor in my book. I don't care how they won them. They have championships. They have a buttload of wins. I think Kyle Larson is a very talented driver, and he's obviously going to be very good in NASCAR. But let's give him some time before we declare him like GOAT-worthy. Or not GOAT-worthy, but like Hall of Fame worthy, Anyways. Martinsville 2010, Denny Hamlin won. Yeah, that was like the first NASCAR race I ever watched. He won 6 races, the 500, Atlanta, Richmond, Bristol, Talladega, Phoenix, Junior. Yeah, but I think Gordon still had more points. Like, wins are important and all, but consistency is a huge thing in the Winston Cup. Like, Gordon won 10 races in 96. Terry Labonte won 2. Terry Labonte won the championship because he was more consistent, and he didn't, like, Gordon DNF'd a bunch. I think he DNF'd like 6 times, and Terry Labonte had like 3 or 4 more top 10s, and that played the difference. So, back in the Winston Cup format, consistency was key. So you could have 6-7 wins, which is great, and that's going to give you a shot. But if you're crashing a bunch and you're having a bunch of bad finishes, it could easily erase those wins from your points chance. I have 9 drivers in the top 50 in greatest history. Austin, tell me who they are. If Junior had worn the flame-proof underwear at IMSA practice in 2004, he would have won Cup. You got to explain that to me. What is that all about? Flame-proof underwear at IMSA practice. Was that... Okay, I've heard like a brief story. Like he got in a really bad crash and the car was on fire. Oh, you got to tell me that. I don't know. You got to tell me that story. Okay, another pair. Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch, Martin Truex Jr. Start Kyle Busch, bench Kevin Harvick. I hate to say it, but cut Martin Truex Jr. I love Martin Truex Jr. Kevin Harvick and Kyle Busch are first ballot Hall of Famers. No questions asked. Chase has the best equipment. Kyle won with mediocre. Ask Ganassi, and I don't like Joey. No offense, Nick, but Junior should have won Talladega of 04, but NASCAR decided to throw the caution a second after Gordon passed Earnhardt Jr. due to you-know-who 2004 rookie Brian Vickers. Tough. Gordon got that dub. Woo. I keep moving my water around, and it's starting to bug me that I can't keep it in one place. Delicious. I hope you know I'm just saying my opinion. Yes, obviously. I mean, everyone's allowed to have their opinions on here. I'm not gonna talk anyone out of their own opinion. I'm not going to forcefully say, you're not allowed to have an opinion. You're not allowed to have an opinion. That's what we do these live stream for. We do these live streams. I want you guys to give me your opinion. I will say my opinion. We will discuss it. You'll write your comments and I will say, hey, here's what I think of that. And then you'll say, hey, here's what I think of that. That's the whole point of not just these live streams, but this channel. I love talking about NASCAR. I love, you know what, dang it, I love fast cars that turn left. It may seem boring in a general description to most people, but dang it, I really enjoy it. And I really enjoy seeing comments of people saying, hey, I think this guy was really good today, and I think this is how he's going to be all season. And I might say back, okay, let's maybe hold back on that, and here's why. And then we go on this little comment trail of a discussion. I really enjoy it. So always feel free to put your opinions in the comments. I may not agree with them. I may agree with them. Sometimes disagree with them. Sometimes you get my point. But dang it, I love having discussions. As long as you don't say anything like super offensive, then we're cool. That 24 car always looks sexy. Great name. What's up, man? I'm from California. I just want you to know, why did NASCAR stop running night races at Auto Club Speedway? I think the package would work better at night, maybe. What do you think? Great question. I became a fan in 2010. I have never seen an Auto Club night race. Never. So I could not tell you what an Auto Club night race was like. I cannot tell you what kind of racing there was, the tire fall off. Obviously the track is cooler, so I think that could play a factor. But as for today, I kind of do. I hope next year in the final race at the 2-mile track, I kind of hope they do a night race. I personally like night races better because, I don't know, they're just more fun and the cars look cooler at night, and usually for the most part the racing is better. But, you know, yeah, sure. Night race at Auto Club. Some tracks, like I said earlier, Talladega does not need a night race because the fans are crazy there. But it's a good crazy for the most part, but it can lead to bad crazy. We talked about this before. We talked about this less than an hour ago. Anyways, yeah, I'd love to see an Auto Club night race. Look up Coca-Cola C2 cars. I will Google that right now. Why are the Thunder still winning? We are tanking. Sam Presti, you better call. Okay, Coca-Cola C2 cars. Coca-Cola C2 cars. Dale Jr. Okay. Ricky Spinhouse, Chris Buescher, or Ryan Newman. All right. Okay. The top is easy. Ryan Newman, we start him. Bench. I'm going to go Stenhouse on bench, Buescher cut. I like these types of live streams. We should do this more often. Perhaps we can. My schedule, I don't usually do these because my schedule is usually busy with school and stuff. But like over the summer, for sure we'll do more live streams. This upcoming week is really busy for me, so it's not going to happen this week. But as I said, tomorrow I'm doing the Formula 1 race. Most likely I'll do a live stream in the morning. But after that, I probably could do some more live streams if you would enjoy that. Yeah, sure. So, cool. They did the Auto Club night races from 2004 to 2006 on Labor Day weekend. Neat. I wouldn't put new... I cannot wait to get out of here, out of this building. I mean, like, live out of this building. Like, look, I like living by myself, but the people above me, they like to make noise. They like to drop stuff. And they like to run around. It's quite annoying down here. You guys don't care. I will stop talking. I wouldn't put Newman on my top 50, top 55. Chase Elliott isn't top 50. It's too early. Yeah, I think that's a given. Kyle, there are not that many winners and champions, so he just is in there to fill up space. Oh, you're talking about your top 9 drivers who are in the top 50. Okay. I'm behind. Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch, Brad Keselowski, Joey Logano, Kurt Busch, Denny Hamlin, Ryan Newman, Chase Elliott, and Truex. I don't think Elliott's in there yet because he's still got time to go. He's going to get in there if he keeps doing what he's doing. Still too early. Ryan Newman's a tough one because, yes, he has had a lot of success. He's won a ton of poles. He's won a Daytona 500. He's won a good chunk of races. He's won a Brickyard 400. That's a close one. I got to admit, that's a close one. I don't know about that. I'd have to think more. I'd have to do some more research, but ooh, that's close. Ryan Newman. Biffle. What about Greg? We talking about Greg Biffle now? I love Greg Biffle. Chase is 100% in there. He has 11 wins in a championship. Compared to drivers, only have 18 wins in the top 50. Guess you could make that case. Once again, we're having this discussion now, but if Chase Elliott keeps doing what he's doing, we don't need this discussion because he'll be in the top 50 in like 5 years. So it's relevant to have it now, is what I'm saying. Give him some more time. If Elliott is in there, then Larson is in it too. Okay. All right. No, okay. This thing's gone way too far now. Kyle Larson, hold your horses, is not top 50 of all time right now. Just like Elliott, give him some time to prove his success, win a bunch more races, some championships. That'll lock up a spot there. But right now, Kyle Larson's sitting on, what, 6, 7 wins over 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. Okay. 7 full-time seasons. After this year, it will be. He's only got 7 wins. So let's not even talk about Kyle Larson top 50 until, he actually... Okay. We're done with that. Paint schemes. Okay, I'll look up the paint schemes for... I got Coca-Cola C2 cars pulled up in the tab right now. I'll go look at the paint schemes later. Kyle, he only has 6 wins. I don't care what equipment he has. I'm sorry. Yeah. I mean, unless he led every single lap in all 6 of those wins for Rick Ware Racing, I agree. Martinsville, Clint Boyer, Jeff Gordon, Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy spelled with an I-E, by the way. But yes, I still have... Okay, I don't have as many nightmares about that one, but I do have some nightmares about that one. I have most nightmares about Texas 2014. Yeah, I still have nightmares to this day. Thank you a lot, Brad Keselowski. You haunt my dreams. Thank you. That's sarcastic. That's not actually thanking you. But seriously, what could have been? Where did he? Where did he? That's a great question. Where did he eat breakfast? Where did he win that race? Where did he wreck? Where did he live? Where did he decide to retire? Where did he decide to race? Where did he like to go the most for vacation? Where did he enjoy eating the most? Where did he enjoy visiting family the most? Where did he not like to go? Where did he not like to eat? Where did he has a lot of possibilities in terms of what it could turn into. Mr. Where did he, aka where, very funny. Very funny. Mr. Where did he come from? Okay. Realize how no one has called him that in 6 years, because he doesn't make late passes anymore. He just destroys everyone the whole race and leads 500 out of 400 laps. I'm trying to think. Bristol last year he passed Kyle Busch late, so I guess there's one. But he led 300 laps that race, so that wasn't Mr. Where did he come from? He didn't really steal any wins last year. All the wins he had, he just kicked everyone's butt. Yeah, he had a couple late race restarts that he had to have to clinch it. Yeah, sure, he had He had to pass someone late at Bristol, but that's not Mr. Where Did He Come From? That's Mr. I just kicked your butt field and had to do it in a couple of different ways. Darlington 2020, didn't he leave like 100 out of the 200 laps there? Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about now. I was thinking about the spring race. You're talking about the Southern 500. Yes, I will give you that one. I will give you that one. I will give you that one, Meme Racer. Where did he come from? He came from third because Chase Elliott and Martin Truex Jr. crashed out of the lead. When you realized Dale Jr. had a consistent 2013 rookie season, please explain. Dale Jr. had been in a driver for at least 13 years by 2013. Can you please explain that? Okay. Kevin has not been the closer since the car of tomorrow. Well, he only closed twice. The other, it was Talladega and was lucky someone wrecked. Read my comment at 7:06. How do I get to 7:06? It doesn't tell me the times on my computer. If you're referring, I went back up to the top and that stadium comment is there. If we're talking about that, we're not talking about that again. No, we are not. Okay. Do you think Bill Byron is going to start being a Final Four contender from here on out now that he's with Fugle? Too early to call. He's been really fast all year at every track. That's a promising sign. He dominated Homestead. He ran top 10 in every other race, but too early to call as for Championship 4. He's going to have to win some more races, get some more playoff points. In the fall, we'll check up on him, and we'll do my championship cases videos, and we'll talk about that then. Kyle, I'm done. Ryan, you guys have been arguing for 20 minutes about Ryan Blaney and Kyle Larson. Probably more than 20 minutes. Woo! Man, I'm all for the debates. But man, that's a long conversation on the YouTube chat. I mean, they restrict you too on like how many. I got 200 characters here. I don't know if you guys get 200. I got 200. Let's use them up. All 200 characters. Kyle Larson drives fast and turns to the left. Ryan Blaney also drives fast and turns to the left. Sometimes both Ryan Blaney and Kyle Larson turn to the right. Oh my! They made a wrong turn. What now? And that's 201, so it's going to say what no. 200 characters right there just come up right off the top of my head. If only I could write 8-page papers like that. That would save me so much time. So much time. No, my comment was I will pull my top 50 drivers in the stream or last video, and y'all can check it out if y'all want. Okay. He passed Kyle with 10 to go, 1 Dega with a last lap pass. Yeah, Ryan Blaney doesn't know how to win without a last lap or a late pass. His first career win, he passed Kyle Busch with like 7 to go and had to hold off Harvick for those 7 laps. The Roval, he made a last lap pass over 2 guys. Talladega, he made a last lap pass. Talladega 2, he made a last lap pass. And in Atlanta, he made a pass with like 7 to go. Blaney doesn't know how to like win on a long green flag run or to hold someone off for like more than 7 laps. Okay. In 2004 at the ALMS, which stands for American Le Mans Series, race at Sonoma, Jr. suffered 2nd-degree burns from a practice crash. He was wearing a fire suit but not the underwear. It took him weeks to recover. I did not know that. Very interesting, Michael. Thank you for telling me that. Dang. That's actually very interesting. I knew he had gotten in a crash with burns, but I didn't realize he missed multiple weeks. Here's my top 5 all-time. Kyle Larson, Timmy Hill. Disrespect Timmy Hill one more time, and I will I have nothing over here that I can throw. I will throw something in a live stream tomorrow, like a chip. I don't know. I'll throw my hat. I don't know. Majority of Larson's wins. Man. Hey, Kyle Larson. Are you a Kyle Larson fan? Just out of curiosity. That's a joke. I know you're a Kyle Larson fan. Do I tell you what, Timmy Hill? If Timmy Hill gets a good ride in the future, he's gonna win some races. I hope he gets a good ride. Martin Truex Jr. and John Andretti had to suffer him at Pocono and New Hampshire, respectively. Huh. Didn't miss any weeks, but he was suffering in the car and not running well. Yeah, I mean, I think any injury, obviously there's injuries that you miss time for, but any injury that you're trying to fight for, you're going to perform different. It doesn't matter what the sport is. It doesn't matter if it's racing, auto racing. It doesn't matter if it's basketball, football, baseball. If you're suffering an injury and you can still feel the pain, you're going to play different. Like, you just do. And sometimes after a major injury, like, guys completely rethink and their mentality changes about their injury, and they think, okay, if I do that again, it could be career-ending. And so they might be a little more cautious than they used to be. But, you think about Casey Kane 2014. Casey Kane won in Atlanta in 2014 once again. David, don't know what you're trying to tell me about Casey Kane in 2014. If these guys make the Final Four in the near future, who wins the championship? Bell, Jones, Custer, or Bowman? Bell. We'll go in order. Bell, Bowman, Custer, Jones. There you go. Andretti. Which Andretti? Okay, Andretti. I'm trying to think. Who? Andretti. Which one passed away recently? I can't remember. I don't know. My favorite drivers are 1, Kyle Larson, 2, Jimmy Johnson, 3, Chase Elliott, 4, William Byron, 5, Alex Bowman, 6, Jeff Gordon. That is my list right there. We got a bunch of Hendrick guys and Timmy Hill. Anthony Jones, I like you. I like your thinking. I'm a big Hendrick Motorsports fan myself. Big Timmy Hill fan too. I like your, speaking of, if you guys are on Twitter, there's a really cool account about Timmy Hill. Darth Timmy. I think that's Zat. I gotta look it up. Hold on. I think it's just straight up at Darth Timmy. There might be a 66 at the end, so let me confirm that. Darth Timmy. Yeah, it's just at Darth Timmy. Can confirm. Darth Timmy. BTW, you think Kyle Busch is top 10 all time? Great question. Okay, let's look at the top 10 of all time. Top 5 is locked. In no order. We are not going into this debate because it would take hours to discuss. Top 5 in no particular order, just top of my head. Jeff Gordon, Jimmy Johnson, Dale Earnhardt, Richard Petty, and David Pearson. That's 5 right there. Next group. Let's see. Darrell Waltrip. Cale Yarborough. That's 7 right there. I think Tony Stewart's better than Kyle Busch, so that's 8. I'm missing some guys. I know I'm missing some guys. So we're going to say no right now. He's on the doorstep, but we're going to say no. My top 5, Martin Truex Jr. I like Martin Truex Jr. Tyler Reddick. Yeah, I like him. Alex Bowman, Kevin Harvick, and Suarez. That's a good list right there. John Andretti. Okay. I like Dale Jr. also. Yeah, I do too. At the beginning of my NASCAR fandom, I didn't like Dale Jr. because of this. I was like 10 to 13 years old because Bobby Allison. Yeah. He's on that list, by the way. Thanks for reminding me, Michael. Anyways, the beginning of my NASCAR fan, I became a fan in 2010. I was 10 years old. And through 2010 to 2013, I did not like Dale Earnhardt Jr. simply because I'm a Jeff Gordon fan, and every race I went to, Jeff Gordon was booed, Dale Earnhardt Jr. was cheered, and I thought that is ridiculous. Jeff Gordon has 4 championships. At the time, he had 80-something wins. Dale Jr. has 0 championships and has 20-something wins. That is absurd. Bad NASCAR fans, basically. And so basically, me thinking because they like a driver because of his lack of success, that's what I thought. I was like, how dare you like someone because of their lack of success? I didn't like him, but then finally 2014 kind of rolled around, and I was like, okay, now I know why they like him. Now I know, obviously the Earnhardt name, but then what he's done for NASCAR, he's done so much for NASCAR. And so as time's gone on, I've become a bigger Dale Jr. fan. And by the time he retired, I was really sad to see him go. But even outside of the car, he's been amazing. The broadcast booth, his podcast, I mean, Dale Jr.'s he's a NASCAR legend. I mean, seriously, I love the dude. Anyways, that's my story on Dale Jr. and how I used to not like him for about 3 years. Oh, gosh. If I go to Talladega this fall and this gets out, it was nice knowing you guys. Yeah. That's a joke. But seriously, Talladega fans, that's Earnhardt country. If you insult Dale Earnhardt, I don't think they'd be too happy. Anyways, top 5 least favorite drivers. Okay. First, I'm going to read this list by Austin of his top 10 drivers of all time. 10, Lee Petty. 9, Tony Stewart. 8, Bobby Allison. 7, Cale Yarborough. 6, Darrell Waltrip. 5, David Pearson. 4, Jeff Gordon. 3, Dale Sr. 2, Richard Purdy. 1, Johnson. Really? You have, oh my gosh. I was going to make a joke about someone else with the last name Johnson, but I couldn't remember his name. I know you mean Jimmy Johnson. Dang it. Bill Elliott is awesome. Awesome Bill. Yeah. I hope you're joking. Oh, that's from Meme Racer. Top 5 of all time, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Bobby Labonte, Martin Truex Jr., Kevin Harvick, and Dale Earnhardt Sr. Hey, Kyle Larson, I think he's talking about his top 5 favorites of all time. I don't think he's ranking them in terms of like top 5 best of all time. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. I've been a fan since I was 3 in 2010, but I know my NASCAR history. Yeah. I'm kind of the same boat. I know more of like the more recent history, like the 90s and the 2000s. I don't know as much about pre-19... Let's go 1990. Let's go 1992. I mean, I'm a Gordon fan. I know Senior dominated the 80s. He won a bunch of championships. Early 90s, too. And then Gordon showed up, and that Senior never won a championship again. Gordon dominated the late 90s, winning championships in a buttload of races. I mean, he owned the late 90s. And then the early 2000s came around. He won his last championship in 01. And then Jimmy showed up, and Jimmy ended the Jeff era. So that's about what I know. Obviously, I know Richard Petty won a ton of races. I know that, let's see, the early NASCAR was on like the beach at Daytona. But, yeah. I just followed you on Twitter. Cool. Twitter is a place. We'll say that. But thanks for the follow. I post all my updates on videos and stuff, and then give my takes on news like at the moment on Twitter. So if you care about that, and I just tweet some memes sometimes because dang it, who doesn't like memes? So if you want to follow me on Twitter, go for it. Okay. Oh yeah, Anthony Jones just followed me. Cool. Fun fact, Larson's a black belt in karate, sourced me. Okay. David says my favorite top 10 driving. Number 1, Chase. Number 2, Elliott. I'm assuming you mean Bill. Number 3, Jimmy Johnson. Number 4, Johnson. I don't know which Johnson. 5, Jeff Gordon. 6, Alex Bowman. 7, William Byron. 8, Kyle Larson. You skipped over 9 and went to 10, Timmy Hill. Number 1, I like the all Hendrick, and then I also like the Timmy Hill. Number 2, I like skipping the number 9. We always talk about a top 10, but we never talk about a top 9 without the number 9. I like your thinking. You're thinking outside the box. I like it. What are your favorite Jeff Gordon paint schemes, top 3 or 5? Top, and I'm going to go to this next one because Meme Racer hurt my feelings. You didn't actually hurt my feelings, Meme Racer. You know that I love opinions. Oh, my throat's getting dry. I'm running out of water. We have been going on for, oh my gosh, an hour and a half. I'm having fun. We're going to keep doing this. My top 3 least favorite drivers are Jeff Gordon, Tony Stewart, and Kyle Busch. Okay, that's your opinion. What are your favorite Jeff Gordon paint schemes? Top 3 or top 5? I think his most underrated paint scheme is his 2014 Drive to End Hunger. But my favorite paint scheme, Jeff Gordon, of all time, is the original Flames car. The blue and the red flames. That car was awesome. Number 2, we're going to go the rainbow. I know that was his era of domination. That's when he won the most races. That's when he won the most championships, was with those rainbows. But I think the Flames was better. For number 3, we'll go the recent Flames. We'll go the 2014, 2015 Flames with the Exalta. Who do you think will win tomorrow? So basically, early in this live stream, I went on some long tangent, basically saying if you're gonna make hot takes, this is the week to do it. And yeah, I picked Stenhouse to win. I'm gonna get some more water. Austin, you made a good point. Can't go to the top 9 without number 10. I don't think he's drinking any water. I hate how Kyle Busch represents the 18, but he's a good driver. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I get your point. I get what you're trying to say. I think Kyle Busch is a great thing for the sport, though. Oh, that's not good. All right, I got low battery, so maybe just like a few more minutes. Yeah, we got low battery on the iPod phone, so we're gonna wrap this up here in a minute. Yeah, hold on. Okay, Bush is better than Labonte. It's not a debate. I agree. What's up, Clemson Carson? Okay, it's still filling up. How do you think the racing will look tomorrow? Non-existent, because the track won't be ready and or it's going to rain all day. So my answer to that is that there will be no racing tomorrow. I hate to break it to you. If you're talking about the Formula 1 race, I don't know because I've watched like 6 Formula 1 races in my life. It's wet. Hold on. Okay, that's better. Yeah. All right. Cool. Let's get this chair. It's so uncomfortable. God. Oh, this chair's uncomfortable, guys. I'm sorry. Fun fact, Tom Brady, best football player ever. Okay. Looking forward to the race tomorrow. Crossing my fingers that Chase has nothing go wrong for him. Huh. People who say F1 is more entertaining than NASCAR makes no sense to me. F1 is just one driver down. Here's my thing. Yes, NASCAR is more entertaining in terms of like the action because there's more passing and there's more crashes which people enjoy and there's more contact because you can make bump doors. From a technical aspect though, I think Formula 1 is really exciting because you've got the different technology, you've got the different kind of car. You go to different tracks all over the world. I think that's a really cool aspect to Formula 1, but I do think NASCAR is more entertaining. I'm probably biased, but I think it has more entertaining racing. I wouldn't be surprised if Larson is leading by lap 2. So basically, you're basically saying the top 39 cars are going to wreck on lap 1. Cool. Forza Ferrari? That sounds like some Italian saying. As a fan of both NASCAR and F1, it's difficult to compare them both because they're so different. I agree. I agree. As a 10-year NASCAR, 11-year NASCAR fan, and a less than a year old Formula One fan, I agree. I still don't know much about. That's why I did those live streams late last year, because I was trying to learn more about Formula One, because I didn't just want to have to Google it or pick up on my own. I would like people to enjoy it with me, learn at the same time. And last year, it was fun and all, but I just felt like I wasn't getting as much out of it as I could. And there were certain aspects of my live streams I was like, okay, yeah. It's kind of boring if you're watching me going, oh, he passed him. So tomorrow I'm going to pull up a leaderboard on my laptop. I'm going to have me in the corner, and we're going to have more fun this year. It's going to be more interactive. So if you're around tomorrow morning, I guess it's not that early. It's like 9 a.m. Tune in. We'll be watching it here unless something pops up. I'll keep you updated on the community tab. I'll keep you updated on the Twitters. So look out for that. I agree with It's at 9 a.m., I think, and it's on ESPN. So if you've got access to ESPN, woo! Driver that represented the 18 in a bad way was J.J. Yeley. J.J. Yeley's the best driver of all time. What do you mean? Anyways, I'm going to log off because my phone is about to die and it's the camera right now. But I thank you guys for watching. I had a great time. Ahsoka from Clone Wars. I wish you brought that up like 30 minutes ago. I love Star Wars. I love talking about Star Wars. I mean, it's so fun to talk about Star Wars. I wish I did it more on this channel, but sometimes, the opportunities don't present themselves. But I do. I love doing the live reactions to the shows. I love it. I have so much fun. Anyways, Ahsoka from Clone Wars, one of the greatest Star Wars characters of all time. I love Ahsoka, one of my favorite characters. Just amazing character. Well-written character. The arc of her character is great. Great character. Okay. Anyways, goodbye. Once again, tune in for F1 tomorrow. I will be watching on the channel. You can watch it with me. I'll be watching it on the TV with you guys. I'll have a fun time with it. You'll have a fun time with it, I hope. You guys could teach me some more things I don't know about Formula One. Jimmy Johnson, IndyCar. I might go to his first IndyCar race. I have not decided yet. But yeah, I'll try and jump on tomorrow. Looking forward to both races. Yes, Clemson Carson, thank you. Star Wars is awesome. I agree. See you tomorrow for F1 meme racers. And yes, Kyle Larson, you should watch Formula One. I tell you what, if you go into it knowing nothing, it is kind of boring. But I highly recommend you watch the documentary or the Netflix series Drive to Survive. It gives you a ton of insight to the drivers, the teams, the team principals, the owners. Every single aspect of Formula One is in there. Every technicality, and it makes the races so much more entertaining when you know everyone's story. So I highly recommend watching that. Obviously, you can't get through 3 seasons in one night. But, yeah, that's my recommendation. Everyone, yes, Austin Higgins, stay safe. Everyone, be careful out there. COVID's still a thing, unfortunately, so be careful with that. But everyone, yes, Star Wars. Yes, you should definitely check out Star Wars. Yes, 100%. Go check out Star Wars. But yeah, everyone have a great day. We keep on postponing this goodbye. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for the Formula One race. Have a great rest of your night. Be safe. Have a great weekend. I hope you enjoy the Cup race tomorrow, the Formula One race. I'm sorry, the Cup race on Monday. And I will see you guys later.